Here's the preview of the Division I Women's Tennis ncaa tournament. The 1 seed is North Carolina, but they lost twice recently. They have South Carolina State, Iowa State, and South Carolina. Iowa State versus South Carolina is a very intriguing matchup because those two played against each other last year in the NCAA tournament, believe it or not. Yeah, they were in NC State region last year. Both of those. The 16th seed Florida has South Alabama, FIU as in Florida International University, and Florida State. Ooh, Florida versus Florida State. Those two have played each other this year already twice. Number 9 seed Miami, Florida has Stetson, Alabama, and UCF. But I could tell you this much. The first round matchup of Alabama versus UCF is very intriguing. The number 8 seed Pepperdine has Denver, who won their conference. San Diego State, that's a good team. And then USC. The number 5 seeds Virginia. They have Youngstown State, Army, West Point, Princeton, UCLA. Princeton, yeah. Princeton, though, is a dangerous team. Yes, they are 11-10, but they were starting 0-6, but you got to look at their schedule at the beginning of the year. They almost beat Oklahoma and Norman. That was 4-3. Number 12 seed is Oklahoma State. They have New Mexico State, Arkansas, UCLA. That's a very intriguing matchup. Number 13 seeds Auburn, Jackson State, Memphis, Georgia Tech. Both of those are scrappy teams, so better watch out, Auburn. Number 4 seeds Texas. They have Ball State, Oregon, Michigan. Yeah, Michigan women won the Big Ten. They beat Ohio State this past weekend, and I knew they were not going to be a host site, but for them to go down to Austin is, I don't know. Number 2 seeds Oklahoma. They have Bryant. They should get through that one. But San Diego, Arizona State, both of those teams could push Oklahoma. The number 15 seed Stanford. They have Southeast Missouri State, UC Santa Barbara, Kansas. The number 10 seeds Ohio State. They have Illinois State, Xavier, Vanderbilt. The number 7 seeds Texas A&M. Yes, they're 30-1, but here's the deal: strength of schedule. Not a lot. No top 10 wins. They have Texas A&M, Corpus Christi, Washington, and versus Baylor. Both of those teams should have played each other this year, but because Washington made national indoors, they bailed out on Baylor. But it would not have happened anyway because of the weather down at Baylor University at the time because of the snow and the travel issues. Number 7 seeds Texas A&M. They have no, I already did them. Number 6 seeds NC State. They have William and Mary, VCU, and Tennessee. Both of the Tennessee is scrappy, so be careful. Number 11 seeds California. They have Northern Arizona, Texas Tech, Loyola Marymount, California. Number 14 seeds Georgia. They have Charleston Southern, Northwestern, Wake Forest. Wake Forest is a scrappy team, and that is an intriguing first round matchup. For the number 3 seed is Duke. They have Quinnipiac, Furman, and Old Dominion. That's a very intriguing first round matchup. But the only locks I see on this is Duke, North Carolina, and Ohio State. As in, they're going to get to the Sweet 16. They should. The others, I'm not going to say that. It's because of the matchups. First of all, NC State has to deal with Tennessee if they get to play them, or VCU, especially if it's Tennessee. Number 11 seed California has to deal with Loyola Marymount, California. They're probably going to beat Texas Tech, though Texas Tech's on the roll right now, so they're good. But I would say California could be in danger. Georgia could be in danger with Wake Forest if they get to play them, if they do. Texas A&M, they're going to have to deal with Washington or Baylor. But I tell you what, Washington right now has been on a downhill recently. They lost the last 7 out of 8, including 2 losses to Washington State, who's not even in the NCAA tournament. And their core 2 players not even listed who played the majority of the year. right now in a singles lineup or nor doubles lineup. So either way, that's a scrappy team, and Baylor's a scrappy team. They pushed Texas 4-3 once, and 4-2 in Austin. So Texas A&M better watch out for that. I would also say Stanford's not a lock guarantee to get through because they have to deal with UC Santa Barbara. That's a solid team. And Kansas, they're a good team, but they're scrappy. So either way, it's not going to be easy out. Oklahoma has to deal with San Diego and Arizona State, especially Arizona State. They're one of the few teams that's the best 2 seed in the NCAA tournament, in my opinion. If you look at the rankings, projected rankings on collegetennisranks.com and go in projected rankings for the women, that's the best 2 seed out there. So really, Oklahoma has a tough path. And not only that, if Stanford gets through, the 15 seed Stanford gets through and Oklahoma women do too, that's a tough 15 seed. They beat Texas this year. Stanford did. Then again, Oklahoma did too, but I'm just saying. Number 16 seed Florida could be in danger because it's hard to beat a team 3 times with Florida State. Or even if they get to play FIU, that might not be an easy match. Number 9 seed Miami, Florida better be careful because they got UCF, who's dangerous. Yes, I know they lost one of the better players early on in the year, and she's out for the season, but they're scrappy. They're very scrappy for sure, and they've been playing a lot better since the beginning of the year. And Alabama defeated Georgia at Georgia this year. Not at Georgia, but you know what I'm saying. They beat them. And not only that, Pepperdine women better be careful. They got USC. You got San Diego State to deal with, no matter who they play. Virginia better watch out for Princeton if Princeton beats Army. If they do, because yes, they're 11-10, but they are much better than their record has shown, and they're healthier now. Oklahoma State women better watch out for UCLA or Arkansas in the second round, because both of those are scrappy teams, and UCLA was right on the cusp of being a top 16 seed. Auburn women better watch out for Georgia Tech or Memphis. Either way, it's a scrappy team. In Texas, if they play Michigan just beat Ohio State. You better watch out for that matchup. So really, there's not a lot of locks, so to speak, in my opinion. I'm not going to say all 13 of them going to go down, but in a round of 32, but expect at least 3 or 4, maybe even more, like 5 or 6. It's just so much parity this year. And we know upsets have happened before in the NCAA tournaments. Anyways, if you like this content, hit the like and subscribe button. And I'll see you guys later. Let's get me up to 400 subscribers or more by the end of this year.